Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Pokemon Crystal No Healing in Battle Nuzlocke Challenge. That's a mouthful. In the last episode, we took on the first gym leader of the game, being Faulkner, earning ourselves the Zephyr badge, with nobody dying at all. It actually went really well, thanks to Rocky, Brute, and Pelu. Pelu helped quite a bit, I believe. Yeah, with the hypnosis, that was really well. So, in this episode, I'm going to be taking on the Sprout Tower, of course. You guys won't see too much of it, because it's pretty lame. Is it time to pick a berry? No, I already had it. Alright, that's right. It's not been that long since the last recording. But first things first, I want to come down here to Route 32, and I want to get an encounter. So, if it's Ekans, I want to actually add it to the team. Just because I think Ekans would be kind of cool to use. So, I want to let Rocky lead. That way, I can weaken it easily. Unless it's, Hoppip. Hoppip's the only other thing that I can get on this route. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get my encounter, and let's see what it's gonna be. Does this guy give me anything, actually? Yeah, he gives me a Miracle Seed, I think. Yes, he does. Alright, time to get an encounter. Alright, guys, it's gonna be a Hoppip, which isn't what I wanted, but... you know, it's cool. I like Hoppip quite a bit, but I don't really have a use for one right now. I'm gonna switch into Grandpa. I'm not too sure if it has a grass type attack at this point, but I don't want to be sorry. Rather safe than sorry, right? I figured all it would have at this point is Splash, and I don't really feel comfortable weakening it with Grandpa, but I guess I can lick it. So maybe we'll see if that gets it. Yeah, we're fine. All right. Synthesis. That's annoying. I'll see you guys when I get this Hoppip. Alright guys, we got ourselves Hoppip. Wasn't too hard, it used Synthesis a lot, but once I got it to about half, I just threw a Pokeball, and we got it. Hoppip is the Cottonweed Pokemon. It can be carried away on even the gentlest breeze. It may even float all the way to the next town. That sounds like some pretty fine transportation. Ooh, I've got a name for this guy. Alright, let's give it a name. And the name I'm giving this Hoppip is... Disaster, the Hoppip, because it obviously transports itself really well, and a old roller coaster that I used to really like at Cedar Point, it's been torn down since then, is the Disaster Transport, and it's the first thing that I thought of when I saw that it transports itself easily, so, well, not itself, the wind does it, you know what I mean. Okay, to the Sprout Tower. Okay guys, so there's not any encounters that I'm eligible to get in here, but there are a lot of these sages, so battle on! Who needs a Cyndaquil for this place when Grandpa rips through these things all in one hit? I know they're level 3, but that's still so satisfying that Grandpa can come in here and scratch some Bellsprout to the ground. Destruction raining from the heavens! Crit, too. Nice job, Grandpappy. Oh, Grandpappy, that's the new name. And see you later. Well, excuse my language. Instead of see you later, ciao. Alright guys, the Hoot of the Sprout Tower. I have fought all the sages, this is the last one. I know I didn't show too much, but it's so easy. Grandpa just rips through everything with Scratch. He is OP. Teddy Urza, OP. Sage Troy, not OP. Yeah, my trust is so real. I trust my grandpa. Yeah, but here's this guy. He's like, he beat the Elder, you know, he's getting his HM. I don't really care about Rival Derek right now. He's just wasting time. Oh, that's why this series is an experiment. Because I can just get rid of him like this. Now that he's taken care of, let's grab my own escape rope up here. Not going to use it, though, because it's just easy to walk out. I didn't even find one wild Pokemon. And let's get our HM. So good of you to have come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. Yeah, I know. I just beat all your sages. It was some really good training. Oh, I have to fight him in this game? I thought that was just in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Well, I guess I was wrong. Let's go ahead and fight the Elder. Wait, Elderly. Elderly? Well, Sagely in this game. He's Elderly in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is funny because I've beaten all the sages with the Elderly. My grandpa. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Okay, let's cream him. And for his Hoodoo, I'll let Brute get some action. Took a little bit longer, but at least, you know, Brute got to have some fun. Grandpa was having way too much fun. And Brute grew level 10 as well, which is pretty nice, I guess. If we use Brute for a long period of time, I'm not too sure yet, but, you know, I'll talk about that whenever I decide on anything. But with that being said, the Sprout Tower has been taken care of, and we get HM05 Flash, which I'll probably never use, but it's there if I ever needed it for something. Maybe. Alright, time to head to Azalea Town. Alright, time to take on Route 32 here. With this trainer to start. I have no idea what he has, actually, but I'm sure he's weak. So I think this guy is finally somebody that Arguay can fight. Because, he's been falling behind a bit, and there's been nothing really that a grass type could fight. But Gordon's Wooper most certainly will be. Tuscany of Frida Friday? Or whatever. Yeah, Frida Friday. So, that's cool. She gives me a Poison Barb, which is actually really good, especially if we got an Ekans. I don't have a Poison type right now, but it's really cool to get that at this point. So maybe at some point, you know, that'll be pretty good. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to heal up, and let's get my encounter. Oh, I can't forget to get the rod here. If you talk to this guy, you get an old rod, so it's definitely an important item to point out. Not without first fighting this bird keeper, because that's pretty cool. I put Brute up front, so he can level up and learn Rock Throw, which I can kindly demonstrate on Peter Spiro here, after it pecks my rock. That was pretty brutal. That wasn't. This is. Okay, so something I want to do really quick is I do want to do a little party management. I don't like everybody that I have with us. I'm actually going to put Rocky in the PC. I'd really like to use the Onyx, but it's just really weird calling him Rocky. If something happens to Brute down the line and I want a rock ground type to replace him, I'll probably pick Rocky back up and train him up and use the Steelix at that point. Assuming it's that late in the game, but we only need one rock type for now. Pelu and Arguay and Grandpa are still fine, so I'm going to leave those guys in there, but I did just want to put Rocky away. I was having him around just in case I needed something to switch into to soak up some hits, but Brute does that job just fine. So, here we are in the Union Cave. There's only one Pokemon that I can get in here. Lapras, like Sudowoodo, is a free encounter down the line, which is pretty sweet. So, the only thing I can get in here that's eligible for my playthrough is Sandshrew. So, I'm gonna find Sandshrew, and I'll be right back. Alright, there is a Sandshrew. Didn't take too long. Alright, guys, we caught this Sandshrew. Took too many Pokeballs, but, you know, it's there. Sandshrew is the mouse Pokemon. It prefers dry, sandy places because it uses the sand to protect itself when threatened. So I know I can get Cubone later on from the game corner, but Sandshrew is still a really cool Pokemon. Let's name it. Okay, so I wanted to name this Sandshrew after some sort of desert, and I found a desert that has a pretty cool sounding name. So I'm going to go ahead and name Sandshrew Thar. We have Thar, the Sandshrew. Pretty neat. Let's go ahead and check him out really quick, I suppose. Not too much to check, obviously, since abilities and natures aren't a thing. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. So this falls under the same line as Brute. I'm gonna go put her in the PC. Okay, guys. So something to point out: this guy is the guy that can call for Quillfish swarms. This is Fisherman Ralph, and I believe he has a Goldeen. So there's a whole bunch of water trainers here, the fishermen and stuff. I'm gonna clear him out with Arguay, get Arguay some experience, and then we're gonna head back to Wade and get those berries. So let's take out Ralph with Arguay. That was way too close for comfort. It has Peck, and it did that much damage with 2 of them. That terrified me. I didn't think he'd have that strong of a Pokemon. Oh my god. So I'm not actually going to register him because I already got my encounter, so I can't actually get Quillfish, but wow, that was scary. And I don't need to worry about that 1 HP because nobody else in this route is that terrifying. Dang. Alright, Magikarp guy and somebody with weak water Pokemon. Which one's which? I'm gonna pick this one. So that wasn't the Magikarp guy, as I said, but Arguay learned Reflect in that fight. That could come in big plays down the line. Not in this fight, though. Magikarp guy. Oh, I made you lose another Magikarp? Well, darn. Your life has ended. One amazing fact that I forgot to point out about Pokemon Crystal. is that this is one of the only Pokemon games that you can't find Mareep in. They are one of the only unobtainable Pokemon in its whole evolutionary line in Crystal. It's amazing. You can't get them at all without trading. Super amazing. And back here in Cherry Grove City, one amazing thing that I forgot that I could do with the old rod is come here and grab ourselves an encounter. There's only one thing it can be. And it's not a nibble. There's only one thing it can be. And that's a Krabby, which is a pretty cool encounter at this point in the game, if you ask me. Level 10 already, too. Alright, Pelly, let's put this thing to sleep. And let's catch it. Alright, we got Krabby on the first ball. And it wasn't even that weekend. Cool. Krabby has been added to the Pokedex. The river crab Pokemon. If it is unable to find food, it will absorb nutrients by swallowing a mouthful of sand. That's disgusting. But it gives me an idea for a name. Not really, actually. Alright, let's name it. Okay, guys, so I looked up another word for hermit, trying to find a good name for this Krabby, and it gave me this name for, like, another word for hermit. And it said there's another spelling. And I clicked on the spelling, and it gave me a word for a large stork with a massive bill and beak. So basically a Pelipper. But I like the way the name sounds, so we're naming this Krabby that. That name is going to be Marabou. We have Marabou, the Krabby. And I like it quite a bit. I want to use Marabou, actually. But would it be any use to me? It has 26 attack, 24 defense. That's really good. What about... Oh, egg's gonna hatch. What about our Poliwag? Oh, it's just not so good. Like, I'm using a Poliwag in my regular playthrough of Gold that I haven't played for a while, so I'll give it some thought for the next episode, but I might be using Krabby for the team. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Nuzlocks or Wedlocks like Pokemon Crystal, feel free to subscribe. And in the next episode, we're going to go through the Union Cave and make our way to Azalea Town. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.